fellow citizens of the 7th universe? My name is Peoplezz. If you wish to be that specific. Jesus, I'm messing up my intro already? Dang! Well, that's gonna be the final cut. The first ever cut. That's because I only do one cut ever. But anyways, welcome back once again to the Boruto review of this week. This week is episode 3, where we got to learn a lot about, well, not a lot, but we got to learn about Rock Lee's kid, Metal Lee, which, by the way, is, of course, I wouldn't expect anything else from someone named Rock Lee to name his kid Metal Lee, honestly. But, we got to see Metal Lee's, side, because, for the past 2 episodes, he's been just kind of a side character. Also, this is the first time that, Mr. Glasses, Boruto's friend, is not actually in this episode at all. I don't even think you see his character model at all during this episode, which is really weird because he's been like one of the main characters. So it's just all weird to me. But we get to learn a lot about Metal Lee. Now, Metal Lee, from right off the bat, you can tell he's a fantastic ninja. He knows how to do everything. He trains apparently a lot, just like how Rock Lee used to train. He goes up to the woods by himself and he does, he trains just like how Rock Lee did. Now it's not spoken as to say how he trains. I'm assuming that maybe Rock Lee is up there. Maybe he'll even, but we don't know. I know it's, my guy's not looking so hot recently, but obviously on that, but we'll see. I'm kind of curious. Like, I'm kind of curious how he trains, because we see him fight. We see him train with shurikens. We see him train trying to repel giant shurikens. And he actually knows some moves. Like, he's actually his accuracy with shurikens is pinpoint. It's like perfect accuracy with shurikens, which is awesome in my opinion. He's also able to do a leaf hurricane, which is fantastic for a kid his age. I don't know if Rock Lee knew how to do a leaf hurricane this young. I mean, he was able to do it, like, during the tuning exams against Gaara, but he's been able to do a leaf hurricane. Supposedly, he's able to do a leaf hurricane. The only problem with Metal Lee that Rock Lee didn't have, Rock Lee actually loved it, was once Metal Lee has people's attention on him, he gets really, really nervous, and he gets really shy and doesn't know what to do. It's kind of like a Hinata type thing, where like she's actually really awesome, but once she actually has to do something, she gets like really, really shy and goes away. Or like if you want to go relate it to Dragon Ball, freaking Kid Gohan up in here in the Saiyan Saga. But like he gets really, really shy, and everyone basically a lot of bad things happen. Like, they have to repair the Hokage's head, and they're almost done. Then Rock Lee gets really, really nervous, starts working harder than everybody else, and messes up and ruins all the progress and even more. Basically, removing, like, half his head. Half the Hokage's head off the wall, which is, kind of funny. It just looks like a big brain chunked out of, Naruto. Which could be a euphemism for anything. He's got no brains. But, you know, whatever. It's perfectly fine. But then afterwards, Shikamaru's kid tells Metal Lee that being completely honest and being so nervous will not get you far in the ninja world. You have to be like perfect, basically. And he's not very nice about it. Not very nice. He's basically telling him, hey, you need to do this or you're never going to be a good ninja. I mean, it's true, but he's really blunt about it, and it's kind of mean, and it, like, makes him all sad, and he walks away all pouty and everything, while Shikamaru's kid, I'm always saying Shikamaru's kid because the name is near Shikamaru, but I don't want to say it wrong, because people are going to be mad at me, so it's actually kind of funny, because they have it, the kid has an interaction with Shikamaru, and, tomorrow, because it's so funny. They had like an interaction together with the husband and the wife. They're like bickering at each other and everything because they think that the kid is having a problem, even though technically he's not. It was all Boruto's fault to begin with, that they're in trouble, because Boruto is always the troublemaker, just like in typical Naruto fashion, typical Uzumaki fashion. Boruto is causing problems. And there's like a whole interaction, but it's actually kind of cool, saying that Shikamaru tells him, saying oh, it's okay if you're, he doesn't know the situation, but he's like, it's okay if you get bickered on. It's okay if you are getting in trouble. That's what makes you a great ninja, because you learn from your mistakes type of deal, which is actually kind of cool, which actually makes him want to apologize afterwards. Now, it flashes over to the next day where he's about to apologize to Metal Lee, but weirdly enough, Metal Lee is a little bit different. He's got the purple aura around him, just like in episode 1. And Boruto is able to see it. Now, you could totally sense that, like, Boruto's eye goes off. Boruto's eye goes off. He's only got, if I remember, it's this eye. This eye goes off. And he doesn't realize that no one else can see this purple aura that Metal Lee has. He asks all his friends, saying, hey guys, don't you see that weird aura around him? And they're just like, what are you guys talking? He's like, what are you talking about? And they don't really talk about it past that. Boruto's basically Byakugan. He doesn't even realize it isn't, like, half the time. He just thinks that everybody could see it. I mean, this is like the first interaction that he realizes that no one else can see it besides him. So they go off and fight because Metal Lee is with the purple aura. He wants to show off to everybody. He wants to show off to the people who made fun of him. Well, quote-unquote made fun of him. Didn't really make fun of him, but he wanted to show off that what he could do when he's not nervous. And boy, oh boy, that kid knows how to do stuff. Shuriken's pinpoint, leaf hurricane, knowing how to freaking destroy walls by kicking them. I mean, that's typical Naruto fashion. The walls are literally cardboard in Naruto world, but, like, he's able to just absolutely demolish stuff without even really thinking about it, which is scary, because that means Metal Lee could actually be a really, really powerful character. Which also, Rock Lee was a really powerful character until he got messed up by Gaara, which was like one of the most saddest moments in Naruto, like the original Naruto series. That was like one of the saddest moments in there. Now, the weird thing about the purple aura is that on Metal Lee is that it wasn't a snake bite. He just showed up with the purple aura, which we could assume it was like kind of like a bite type thing on his shoulder, just like in episode 1. We're not entirely certain what this is. We don't know what this purple aura is. We could see, like, maybe it's someone's spirit trying to haunt them, trying to figure out the perfect candidate. Excuse me. So, and that's my guess, is that it's going from person to person, feeding off of negative energy or negative chakra or whatever, and it's trying to find the right host. Then it realizes that the kid is actually good, and then leaves the host because it realizes that the kid's actually got a good heart. So he's trying to find a kid with a bad heart, or like evil intentions, which could, there's candidates that out in the world, maybe not in the Leaf Village, but there are definitely candidates out in the actual world that are, there's definitely not every single person is going to be happy-go-go and is okay with everything. If, on all honesty, even Boruto could be a candidate for crying out loud. But the fight goes on, and it's actually really cool because you got to see some shadow control jutsus, you got to see some art jutsus, you got to see some transformation jutsus. It's a pretty good fight. Also, I like to say, there's not a lot of fighting that goes on. There isn't like fast punches or anything like that. But once again, the animation is really, really smooth. I will say it. Like, the animation is really on point lately. I'm liking the fact, I really hope that they're not gonna like soften up as the series goes on and like lazy on the animations, but I mean, which it does make, I wouldn't be too upset if that happened, because remember, these guys are working 24/7 basically to get you an episode every week. I mean, they're probably like 4 episodes in, they're probably like working on 7 and 8 right now, because usually you gotta speed up production stuff so that you're guaranteed the slot on TV and on like all the online stuff. So they're probably a couple episodes ahead of us, but remember, they're working their butts off. They're working like harder than like your parents, pretty much. I'm not saying that your parents don't work extremely hard, but like these guys are getting, like, over in Japan, it's a completely different mindset, which is like, it's work, and sometimes that's all they think about. They come home, they do like a 13-14 hour shift, come home, sleep, wake up, do the same thing the next day. So it could be like they could be working their butts off right now to do this. So it would, and obviously, the more work you put in, there's more likely to be mistakes if you're trying extremely hard. I don't want to, like, keep up too much. So, if there's bad animation in the future, don't be upset. I mean, they're doing this. It's just like any animation team. But right now, it's really freaking good. Now, at the end, I'm going to talk about the end of the episode, which is kind of interesting. Boruto goes up to Hinata and talks to her for, like, a few seconds about the Byakugan, and asks her, are you able to see things that no one else could see? And Hinata is basically saying, yeah, you can see stuff through walls far away, and you can sense other people's chakra. And Boruto is just like, interesting. And then he's about to ask her about it. Then Naruto comes, and Naruto comes home looking absolutely in the dumps because he pulled an all-nighter working for the Hokage. And Hinata has like a bunch of food set up and everything, but Naruto goes straight to bed because he pulled an all-nighter and he's just working so much, which Boruto is really upset about because he's like, oh, your wife slaved over this meal and you won't even eat it. What a crummy dad. That kind of stuff, which I kind of agree. I mean, that's Naruto's mentality. The reason why Hinata puts up with it is because Naruto never really had a family, so he doesn't really know the family mindset of what a family should do, what's a good thing for your wife, what's a good thing for your parents, what's a good thing for your kids. He doesn't really know that stuff because he never grew up with it. Boruto and Naruto are living completely different lives, but Boruto thinks that Naruto should be like the perfect dad. Since he's the Hokage, he should be perfect at everything. And he's getting like more frustrated. It's just like, Boruto, just calm down. Just talk with your dad a little bit. I mean, if you want to make him the family man, you gotta talk to him. I mean, to be quite honest, I don't know if you know more than him, but I mean, a talk is a talk. In the future, though, I think that once it goes up, if the anime talks about the movie at all, which I'm assuming at some point, I think like the movie's gonna be intertwined with the anime to make the movie somewhat canon. Then Naruto's gonna get happy. So just lay low, Boruto. It's okay. Everything will be good. And afterwards, after that, you see the next day, they're talking with Metal Lee, trying to like make everybody super happy. They're playing games together, and then Metal Lee gets nervous again, breaks Boruto's game, and Boruto gets really upset. But but after that, that's the end of the episode. It's a very good episode. I like the fact that they talked about Metal Lee. They didn't stick with Boruto the whole time or anything like that. They talked a lot about Metal Lee. The episode was focused on Metal Lee, which was cool because everybody was interested as to what Metal Lee was about. Because is he going to live up to Rock Lee's expectations? Is he going to be worse? Is he going to be better? Is he going to be kind of like Mike Guy? We'll have to see. If he gets rid of his nervousness, then he will actually be a fantastic ninja. But like they're all still kids. They've got room to learn and everything. But I'm kind of curious. What do you guys think of this episode? Did you guys watch it? Did you guys not watch this episode? If you didn't watch this episode, what are you doing here? You watched this whole entire video and you haven't even seen the episode yet? Well, I thank you for the support. But what are you doing? Go watch the episode. Go watch the episode. You guys are crazy. But what do you guys think of the episode? Let me know that in the comments below. You can write to me on Twitter as well. Let me know your comments and everything like that, because I'm always on Twitter. I've been on Twitter a lot more recently to talk to people. So let me know what you think of the episode, and what you think is going to happen in the next coming episodes. Because it seems like the anime is just going at like a slow pace right now, which is perfectly fine in my opinion. It's kind of like slice of lifey, which I'm okay with, which that actually makes me kind of worried, because if it's all happy joy going on in the anime, something bad's gonna happen soon, I'm very happy and I'm extremely excited for it, but at the same time I'm not ready for it. I want like happy ninjas for a while and all that stuff. But let me know that in the comments below. What do you think of the episode? And don't worry, if you're just here for the episode recaps, don't worry, next week we'll be doing it again. So I hope you see you there. I'm going to say thank you guys for joining once again, and I will be seeing you. Hey, ta-ta-ta! Yeah, buddy! This is actually a really cool episode. Freaking Metal Lee, though. You might be my favorite character.